The power of habits, small changes, big results. We all have dreams and aspirations. We picture a future filled with success, happiness, and fulfillment. But achieving these dreams often feels overwhelming. We set big goals and tell ourselves we need to make drastic changes to reach them. What if I told you the secret to unlocking your full potential lies in the power of small, consistent actions? This is where habits come in. Habits are the small decisions and actions we perform every day, almost automatically, without even thinking about them. They are the building blocks of our lives, shaping our thoughts, actions, and ultimately, our destinies. Think of it like this. Each positive habit you develop is like adding a brick to the foundation of your success. Over time, these small bricks accumulate, creating a strong and unshakable base upon which you can build your dreams. Understanding habits. What are they and how do they work? Habits are fascinating because they are essentially the brain's way of increasing efficiency. Habits are like shortcuts our brains create to conserve energy. They allow us to perform tasks without having to think about every single step. Imagine walking into your kitchen every morning. You follow a routine almost automatically. You probably don't have to think consciously about where to find the coffee, the mug, or the sugar. Your brain has mapped out this routine. You just do it, right? This is because your brain has created a habit loop. That's a habit in action. The cue, routine, and reward cycle is what keeps it going. Habits are formed through repetition and reward. The more you repeat an action, the more ingrained it becomes. Every time you perform an action and experience a positive outcome, your brain strengthens the neural pathway associated with that action. This is known as reinforcement. The more you repeat the action, the stronger the pathway becomes, making it more likely you'll repeat the behavior in the future. This is why practice is so important in skill development. This automatic nature of habits can be both a blessing and a curse. Good habits can lead to positive outcomes, while bad habits can be detrimental. On one hand, it frees up our mental energy for more complex tasks. This allows us to focus on creativity and problem solving. On the other hand, it can make it challenging to break free from negative habits that no longer serve us. Understanding how habits work is the first step in changing them. The habit loop: cracking the code of habit formation. It's a fascinating journey into understanding why we do what we do. Understanding how habits form is key to unlocking their power. Habits shape our lives, often without us even realizing it. Scientists have identified a simple but powerful framework called the habit loop. This framework helps us dissect and understand the components of our habits. This loop consists of 4 stages: cue, craving, response, and reward. Each stage plays a crucial role in the formation and reinforcement of habits. Cue: this is the trigger that initiates the habit. It sets the entire loop into motion. It could be a specific time of day, a particular location, an emotional state, or even the presence of certain people. These cues are the signals that tell your brain to start the habit. Craving. The cue triggers a craving for a specific reward. This craving is the motivational force behind every habit. This reward could be tangible, like a piece of chocolate, or intangible, like the feeling of accomplishment after completing a task. The craving is what drives you to perform the habit. Response: this is the actual habit behavior you perform, driven by the craving for the reward. It's the action you take to satisfy your craving. It could be brushing your teeth, scrolling through social media, or going for a run. The response is the habit in action. Reward: this is the positive outcome you experience as a result of performing the habit. The reward is what makes the habit satisfying. It satisfies your craving and reinforces the connection between the cue, the routine, and the reward, making it more likely you'll repeat the loop in the future. The reward is the final piece that locks the habit loop in place. By understanding the habit loop, you can start to identify the cues, cravings, responses, and rewards that drive your own habits, both good and bad. This insight is invaluable for personal growth. This awareness is the first step towards taking control of your habits and shaping them to support your goals. With this knowledge, you can begin to design your habits to work for you, not against you. The domino effect: how habits shape our success. Many people underestimate the profound impact habits have on their lives. They view habits as small and insignificant, failing to recognize their cumulative effect over time. But the truth is, habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Just like money multiplies through compound interest, the effects of our habits multiply as we repeat them day after day. Consider the habit of reading just 20 pages of a book each day. It may seem insignificant at first, but over a year, you would have read over 7,300 pages, or roughly 24 books. Imagine the knowledge, insights, and personal growth you would gain from this one simple habit. The same principle applies to other areas of our lives, whether it's our health, relationships, finances, or careers. Small, positive habits practiced consistently over time can lead to remarkable transformations. Building your success arsenal, cultivating empowering habits. Now that we understand the power and importance of habits, let's explore some practical strategies for cultivating empowering habits that will propel you towards success. First, start small. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and the same principle applies to habit formation. By starting small, you create a foundation that is easy to build upon. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to build new habits is setting the bar too high, too soon. They envision a grand transformation and set ambitious goals, but this often leads to frustration and burnout. They try to overhaul their entire lives overnight, only to become overwhelmed and discouraged. This approach can be counterproductive, as it sets you up for failure rather than success. Instead, start with a ridiculously small habit that you can easily stick to, even on your busiest days. Small wins build momentum and confidence, making it easier to tackle bigger challenges over time. For example, instead of aiming to exercise for an hour every day, start with a commitment to do 5 minutes of stretching each morning. This small, manageable goal can gradually evolve into a more extensive exercise routine. Second, make it obvious. We are more likely to stick to our habits when we make them obvious and easy to do. Visual cues and reminders can play a crucial role in this process. Design your environment to support your desired habits. An organized and clutter-free space can make it easier to focus on your goals and reduce distractions. For example, if you want to eat healthier, place a bowl of fruit on the counter where you'll see it every time you walk into the kitchen. This simple change can make a significant difference in your eating habits. Third, connect with your why. Understanding the deeper reason behind your habit can provide the motivation needed to stick with it. Motivation often wanes, but having a strong why will help you stay committed to your habits, even when you don't feel like it. Your why acts as a guiding star, keeping you focused and driven. Take some time to reflect on why this habit is important to you and how it aligns with your values and goals. Write down your reasons and revisit them regularly to reinforce your commitment. Finally, find an accountability partner. Sharing your goals with someone else can provide the support and encouragement you need to stay on track. Having someone to share your journey with can make a world of difference. They can offer perspective, celebrate your successes, and help you navigate challenges. Find a friend, family member, or mentor who can provide support, encouragement, and accountability as you work towards building your new habit. Their involvement can be a powerful motivator, helping you stay committed and focused on your goals.